So, good morning. Once again, it's a Sunday. Here we are in Wenzhou, China. Wenzhou is in Zhejiang province, over in the east of China on the coast. Today, surprisingly, we've got blue skies. Where are we? We're getting towards the end of June now, right? And let me show you out the window. Look, blue skies. Blue skies and sunshine. It's like summer has suddenly arrived, because like yesterday the temperature was right up till 36 degrees. It was blooming hot. Today we're gonna get thunderstorms apparently, but hey, that's the end of the weather forecast for eastern China. You can see I've become a real artist. I've now got an apron, in fact. Why is that? It's because I've realized that using oil is filthy. It gets everywhere. You touch one bit and then it's on your fingers, it's on your face, it's on your clothes, it's everywhere apart from on the paper where you want it to be. Yeah, so I think I might have mentioned that I had bought I bought this black to do some of the monoprinting, and I thought I'd try it with a bit of color. So I just bought this little kit here, little kit. It's just got all the little tubes in, as you can see, little tubes like that. And so what I've been doing is I've been trying to add a bit of color to these monoprints. The black and white ones are nice, but yeah, so I did this one. This one's the first one I did in oil. And then I did, it's down here trying to dry off, this one. So this is the first one I did with color. So I'm sort of happy with that, but as you can see, like, it just gets everywhere. I've got to learn to be cleaner. I've just got to learn to be cleaner. I don't know, some people suggest wearing gloves. I suppose plastic gloves, I don't know, and then taking them off when you wanna handle the artwork. So that was the first one I did with color, and then I did this one. See, I've just touched it. And I got black. All over me. You can see all the margins are a huge mess. But this one was a bit of a pain. We get the light on it, because I was trying to do, this is Fluffy Bun, my cat, and yesterday he was sat on the milk carton, and I'll insert a photo now. I thought, oh, that's a good idea. I'll have a go at doing Fluffy Bun. It didn't really work out. One of the things I want to talk about really is, art that doesn't work out half the time. This one, it was a mess last night, and my cat, Fluffy Bun, looked like an owl. It's so easy. It's so easy to drift between cat, owl, cat, and but I've sort of had a go at it this morning, and I think it's much better, apart from the mess around the borders. I don't know what to do with that, so any suggestions about what to do, apart from be tidier, be cleaner, be more careful, which is probably what I've got to do, because I'm not really a careful person. I'm a bit of a messy person, and again, I've got the same problem. I've got the same problem with this. I quite like that, but look at the problem with the card around it. What to do? See, I was all right with that one. I was quite okay. And then I also had this picture here, which I hated. It was different. This was completely different. Now, with this one, I've used oil pastels. Now, I only learnt yesterday that oil pastels don't dry. I made these two paintings. First got the oil pastels. I had a go at this this panda, which I quite liked, and then I did another one of these dogs, just to try drawing with the pastels, and that was like 3 or 4 weeks ago, and they just weren't dry. They were still wet. They weren't drying out, and I'd put them in the window in the sunshine, and then I learned just by Googling that they never dry out. So what I did after a bit more research, 2 others were dry, or sort of dry to the touch. I used this fixative over them, and because you can see this one, which I sort of completely yesterday, look, it's still wet. It's just still wet, so I don't know what to do with it. I'm quite liking it, actually. Might need a bit more work, but yeah, I'm sort of not as keen to use these anymore. But buy the expensive. I've learned now you can get more expensive ones that are wax based, and the wax based ones dry like oil paint. But they're, what are they, Sennheiser, something like that, and they're like £6 a stick. It's a lot of money. Now this is now dry. So yeah, that's my little dilemma that I had yesterday. You don't often see people on YouTube, saying, "Oh, my art's gone bad. My art is terrible," and they all show you how wonderful they are and what wonderful artists they are and stuff like that. But yeah, sometimes it just goes wrong, and you have to work through it, I guess. So I don't know what I'm going to do today. Okay, I'm going to try something else. So I've set up my frame, trying to keep my hands clean. I'm going to try and do something different, and we'll find out as we go. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out some shape. Scissors. So what I want is 2 circles, and they don't have to be great, but I'm going to just draw them so I can at least see what I'm cutting around. They don't have to be great circles. I'm not looking for perfection. So don't want it to be too big. It might just be a little bit too big, actually, for what I want, for the frame that I've got. This big enough for one. Let's try one. So that's what is going to be there. I'm thinking that I'm going to do a monoprint of a flower. So I'm going to add some petals now. No, I'm just going to use this bit that I cut up. I'm just going to cut. Let's draw two petal shapes. Let's not have it look like bunny ears. I think that's all it's going to be in terms of that, because I want the lines on the monoprint to make the best of it now. So let's take that off. I'm trying to be as clean as possible, you know. I don't want to get this. We're going to put this back on here, but without trying to get that on there. Yeah, okay. I think that's okay. To get my paint on it. So paint, scraper, that's probably a bit too much. I want to get it about the same size as that square. For me, this is experimental art, right? Trying to keep my hands clean. That's what it looks like underneath. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it there, because otherwise it's just going to put too much black on it. Trying to keep my hands away from it as much as possible. Maybe that one needs to go back there, get a bit more definition around that. It's better. What I want to do now is see if I can get some white lines in there by lifting some of the paint off. Right? I don't know if this works. I've never done it before, but no, it's not really lifting the paint off. No, I thought it might. And if I did it with some like cloth. Yeah, you can only experiment. It's not doing it. Put that out the way. Still check that I've got no paint on my hands. it's a bit of a space up here, so we'll just try and get something going on up here. So what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to let it dry, and then I'm going to probably use acrylic to put some colour in it. So that's going to be left. I'm not going to mess with that now. I'm not going to take it off and get my dirty fingerprints all over it. See, look on the back. Hoping that the hot weather will dry it out quicker. So yeah, so see how confusing it all is. Anyway, you know, that was a bit of art that I've done today, and it's all experimental. I've never done it before, but why not? Yeah, okay, I had another idea. I put this up in the window to dry, and then I thought, well, I had this sheet. And I thought, well, why not have a go and do something else? So let's have a look at what I did. This sort of a flower. And what I'll do is, once it's dry, and I'm not going to make too much of a mess, I'll paint it in with some yellow or other colours and see how that works. I'm quite liking that. It's quite good, I think. But anyway, trying to keep my hands clean, and so this will go up into the drying rack, i.e. the windowsill. There it is up on the window. It's 34 degrees at the moment, and it's predicted to get up to 36. So hopefully the heat, which I can feel, even through the double glazing, the heat is you know, reflecting through the window, so maybe that'll cook it off, and we'll see what we can see. I'll come back a bit later, see if it's right. I've left these here. You see, I tried. That's what I'm going to try and do. So I'll put some colour on that one, but I only did that so you can see it's still the black. You can see it's still too wet to use, so we'll wait and see. When that's ready, these will be ready, so they're going to go there, and we will wait and see. Okay, it's Sunday afternoon, and I've sort of finished for the day. My wife asked me to do her fan. She likes me to paint her fans, so this is what I did. So yeah, these are my trademark dog, I guess you might want to call it that. You know, similar one down there. So that is my dog, my dog who's gone, and so that's her fan, and there's the pussycat. Get a bit more contrast. So yeah, and she's happy with that. So that's the end of the video for today. Sunday painting. We're expecting big thunderstorms. It's currently 34 degrees outside, but thunderstorms are predicted. Anyway, if you like this video and the others, please like it, share it. What else do you have to do? I don't know. And if you want to say hello and leave some comments, please do. And I'll do another one next Sunday. Bye from sunny but about to have a thunderstorm China. Bye bye.